I'd ask that we be seated again as Linda will offer some words of reflection.
Hello, everyone. On behalf of my brother and me, thank you for coming today to honor our mother. Barbara Ann Walther Loscalzo was born 84 years ago and was a lifelong New Yorker. She was actually an only child, and as her mother, our grandmother, was known to say about that only child status, all you need is just one good one. Well, our mother Barbara was just that, a good one. Our mom grew up in a close-knit family with her parents, who had given her the childhood nickname of Bobby. Growing up, we always heard about the cross-country road trip they took when she was 17. Apparently, they allowed her to drive the car across the desert at high speeds, and they all took a treacherous trip on mules down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. When she graduated from Forest Hills High School, she wanted to be an airline stewardess, her word. But at that time, the age was 21, and she was too young. So she worked in Macy's, and over the years, we would hear the story of how when the Macy's employees were required to work the day of the Thanksgiving Day parade, she was lucky enough to have been assigned to the popular Dick Clark's parade float. At the age of 21, after a blind date arranged by mutual friends, she eventually married our dad, Dominic, and became what she called a housewife. She knew most people did not think of that as a career, but she enjoyed being a stay-at-home mother. It was very satisfying to her, and she did her job well. Our mother would always say she hated to cook. She'd comment that she actually liked airline food, well, when they actually still served it, and hospital food because she didn't have to make it. But yet, she cooked every night while we were growing up, and she was a good cook. She enjoyed hosting family holidays at our home, making her homemade lasagna, or her delicious made-up chicken, rice, and pepperoni dish that she called her paella, as well as decorating the house to be festive. On Father's Day and at other summer get-togethers on 20th Avenue, our mom would have a variety of meat cooking out on the barbecue in the backyard. An oven full of different food would be cooking inside the kitchen, and she would run back and forth from the yard to the kitchen, cooking and sprinting while keeping a close eye on each station. It never failed. No food ever burned. She always got the whole meal done and out to the table on time, served super hot. That was our mom. If our mom thought you didn't like something that she had prepared, she'd always point and say, "McDonald's is on the corner." How many times did my brother and I bring friends home from college for a much appreciated home-cooked meal for the group? Her son-in-law, Mike, still fondly recalls what he refers to as her pot of sauce with all the meats. Chicken and pork soaked in a pot of homemade tomato sauce, all cooked by a woman who wasn't even Italian. Growing up on our block, our mom would routinely make and prepare banana splits for all of us kids playing outside. I said to myself, well, if we are able to write and get through a eulogy for her, then the banana splits have to be mentioned. A few days ago, I received a condolence text from one of our childhood friends from the block. I have not spoken with her for quite some time, and yet she wrote, "I'm sorry for your loss. Every time I eat or make a banana split for my son, I think of your mom." And then she continued to write, "She also made them on rainy days when we played in your basement." That was our mom. She was hospitable to a fault, always asking visitors, "Can I get you a cold drink?" as soon as you walked in the front door. After college, when my brother worked for a travel company, she let their 3-man film crew, my brother included, all spend the summer sleeping at our house in between their global trips. 3 mattresses crammed in my brother's small room, my mother doted on them whenever they were in town. She cooked for them, didn't complain about the extra people in the house, and if memory serves me correctly, she even did all of their laundry. That was our mom. When she was younger, Barbara had a few hobbies and interests. She enjoyed volunteering on the PS 184 Elementary School's PTA. They're here today. She could also be found gardening and actually liked pruning all of what most would consider to be annoying, the overgrown ivy on the side of our house. She had a bright yellow bicycle that she rode. Barbara was a lover of Mets baseball, Carvel black cherry sundaes, and Raisinets. Once us kids were more independent, our mom worked part-time at the corner school nursery school as a teaching assistant. She saved all the money she earned to purchase a trip for my dad to attend the Mets fantasy baseball camp, which included fans and players. This unique experience was something our dad talked about for the rest of his life. Knitting was also one of her favorite interests. You knew you were lucky if you received one of Barbara's handmade knitted Afghan blankets as a gift for a special occasion. Whether it be a Sweet 16, graduation, or baby cover, your special gift would arrive in your favorite color or favorite theme with a sewn-in label that read, "Made with Love." Yes, again, that was our mom. In terms of her personality, Barbara did not like being the center of attention. She was funny and sarcastic and had a great sense of humor. I recall one time years ago when I was driving us in my car, and she, as my passenger, asked me, "Do you need a cushion to sit on?" And I said, "Why?" To which she replied, "Then you would be able to see all of the potholes you're hitting." This exchange still makes me smile so many years later. As we spent her final hours together, my brother and I commented how our mom was always our #1 fan. Throughout our lives, she supported us with whatever we did. And we agreed that we are who we are today because of her influence. Barbara Loscalzo, a daughter, a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a great-grandma, a cousin, a neighbor, a friend. That was our mom, the one good one. Thank you.